Hi everyone, I'm Francesca and this is Atelier Cool. This video is my April wrap-up, and in April I've read 8 books. The first one was a reread and it is Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. I was trying to restrain myself and read just one book each month from the series, but I can tell you that this is not working. Just few days ago I finished the third one, The Prisoner of Azkaban, and I have already started The Goblet of Fire. I gave The Chamber 4 stars, and I have to say that I don't think it is fair to rate every single book in the series, because especially with this reread I'm realizing how perfectly balanced the series is and how each book has to be exactly how it is. I give this one 4 stars just because probably it is my least favorite of 7, but as I said, it is perfect. During the month of April I participated in the Janrathon, and it was a readathon, and during that I read 4 books, and I link the wrap-up video for the Janrathon, but just quickly I'll show you what I read. And I've read A Cider with Rosie by Laurie Lee, to which I gave 4 stars. An Ideal Husband by Oscar Wilde, to which I gave 5 stars. Nimona by Noelle Stevenson, to which I gave 4 stars. And The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss, to which I gave 2 stars. Next I did a buddy read with Lauren from Lauren the Books, and we read My Brilliant Friend by Elena Ferrante. And I gave this book 4 stars. I did also a full review of this one. I link that as well. I have to say that I couldn't give the book less than 4 stars, because it is a very beautiful book under different aspects, but I was expecting more, and if you watch my review you will see that, because everybody says that it is kind of mind-blowing, the best book they have ever read, and it is not like that. It is a beautiful book, but it is not the best thing you can find right now on the shelves. Next I read Wolf Hall by Hilary Mantel, and this book is amazing. It went straight into my all-time favorite shelf, and I really wasn't expecting it to be so beautiful. I knew that Hilary Mantel is the first woman who received the Man Booker Prize twice, with this one and with the second book in the series, Bring Out the Bodies. But really I wasn't expecting an historical fiction so heavy on the literary side. The writing style is incredible. It is not so easy to get to at first, because it is always in third person, but it's only from the point of view of the protagonist, who is Thomas Cromwell, and it alternates between very little dialogues and a lot of some kind of a stream of consciousness of the main character, and in this way it reminds me a lot of Joyce. And this is a comparison that I don't do light-hearted, because as I said, the writing style is incredible. The skills of Hilary Mantel's writing are amazing, and it is so beautiful to read a literary fiction and an historical fiction blend together so well. The story is about the court of Henry VIII and the rise to power of Anne Boleyn. But the author chose to tell this story by telling the life of Thomas Cromwell, probably the most powerful man of his time, the son of a blacksmith that from nothing rise to become the chief minister of King Henry VIII. And I didn't expect Thomas Cromwell to be such a wonderful character. In other books about Tudor England that I read, it is always a shady character, sometimes ignored or treated just like an erratic. and a very bad and vicious character. But Hilary Mantel is able to give so much depth to this character. And one thing that I appreciated a lot, it is the sense of humor that runs through all the book, the sense of humor that Thomas Cromwell has, and how he relates to the monarchy and to the king. And there is also a very important philosophical aspect of the book, because an important character is Thomas More, who wrote Utopia, and that is some kind of dissertation about the prince and the role of the just prince, and the way in which Thomas More and Thomas Cromwell saw the King Henry. It is beautiful to read, and it is really interesting. Another great aspect of the book are the descriptions, and because of such a powerful writing, the description of the settings are incredible. The reader can actually feel the dampness of London, of the streets of London, the fog, the cold, and you are there next to Cromwell in every part of the story. It is impossible to not having clear images in your mind while you are reading. And this is a perfect example of a character that probably not everyone will like, but everyone has to say that is a wonderfully created character, because it is so modern. And even if we are in the 16th century and this is historical fiction, this character is alive in the pages, and you can't say nothing but good things about how she created this character. The last book that I read is Butyl Rights by Hannah Kent, and I gave this book 4.5 stars, which is a very high rating. But in a way I was disappointed by this book, because I wanted to be a 5-star rating so bad, and it is not a 5-star for me. It is a wonderful debut novel, because this is the first Hannah Kent's novel, but it is not high up as a 5-star read. And in the praises for the book here, they say that it is comparable, the writing is comparable to Hilary Mantel. And this is not the case. It is a really wonderful writing style, but don't Hilary Mantel this to me, because probably because I've read just before Wolfall, I can say that the level of complexity, it is a word, complexity, I think so, and the skills that Hilary Mantel has are not easily attainable. The setting of the book is very well depicted, and you get this sense of isolation, the constant battle between human and the adverse nature. But sometimes I thought that the background took too much space over the main character, Agnes. And the character of Agnes is someone that I think lacks something, because from the moment she starts recollecting the facts of the murders, everything is centered around these events. And the reader is somehow taken away from the emotional aspects of and the psychological aspects of someone who is going to die very soon. I also wanted more development in the relationship between Agnes and her confessor, the priest Toti, because everything starts great with this unusual link between them, but then at one point on one side he has this kind of sexual romantic interest in her, and this is quite obvious in my opinion, not so original. And on the other side he fell ill, and for most part of the important part of the story is just Hill at his home and not with her. So I didn't understand this choice. In the end, I think this is a very beautiful book. I recommend it to you, but it is not perfect, as again, like in the Elena Ferrante case, everybody says it was wonderful and amazing, the best book they've ever read, and it is quite there, but it's not the best for me. So this was my April wrap-up. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you have read any of these books, please let me know your thoughts, if you agree or disagree with my analysis of them. And just one quick thing before I go, I want you to know that I have created a Snapchat account, and I'll write the username here somewhere, and so we can see each other there when I will finish face swapping everything I can find around me, including my dog. And thank you so much for watching, and until next time, ciao!